Thank you for joining me. I've got another one of Miaoyi's games. This one played in a tournament just a little more than a week ago. She's playing against this Grandmaster, Miodrag Savic. He's rated at 2425 right now, although he must have been rated over 2500 because he is a Grandmaster. This Grandmaster from Serbia playing against Miaoyi of China, and she is currently rated at 2399. Let's go ahead and get right into the game. Miaoyi begins with pawn to e4. We have pawn to d5, the center counter or the Scandinavian opening here. We have pawn captures d5, we have queen captures d5, and now knight c3, as is the most common in this position. Queen back to d8, as is often best in this situation, and now pawn to d4 by Miaoyi. Most common in this position for black would be to play knight to f6 or pawn to c6. But instead, this Grandmaster plays pawn to g6. So this is a bit of a rare game, only occurring less than a couple hundred times in Grandmaster play. Miaoyi develops her bishop to c4. That's almost always a fantastic square for the bishop. And of course, we have bishop to g7 by the Grandmaster, knight f3 by Miaoyi, knight f6 by the Grandmaster, and now Miaoyi actually plays pawn to h4 here. This is not the best move in the position, and it's never been played before. So already, as of move 7, we have a brand new chess game. This more commonly, pawn to h3 is played. Also, knight to e5, or even castling has been played in the other master variations of this position. But yes, as of move 7 with pawn to h4, we have a brand new chess game. The Grandmaster continues with knight to c6 here, being called an inaccuracy, saying just castling would be better here, but it's just a slight difference, so we'll continue. We have bishop to f4 by Miaoyi, just getting her bishop activated, although knight to g5 might have been a bit stronger. We'll go ahead and continue here. We have castles by the Grandmaster, best possible move. And now Miaoyi plays queen to d2, again, best possible move. Bishop now to g4 by the Grandmaster, and Miaoyi castles to the queen side here. So we have opposite side castling. That's always interesting. A lot of times you're going to have fireworks when you have opposite side castling like this. The Grandmaster plays knight to h4. And now we have knight back to e2 by Miaoyi. This is being called a mistake, saying she should have moved her bishop back to e3 here, but that only temporarily saves the bishops. The variation that occurs, actually, the bishops will be lost anyway. White will end up with no bishops and a knight, and black will end up with just a bishop in response, but we'll go ahead and continue with what actually happened on the chessboard. Grandmaster continues with bishop captures on f3. We have pawn captures on f3 by Miaoyi, doubling her f-pawn, so she has doubled isolated pawns on the f-file. That's definitely a weakness in the position, although that was the best move she could play. Knight now captures on f4, and of course queen captures on f4 by Miaoyi. Knight attacks bishop with knight a5 by the Grandmaster, and Miaoyi drops her bishop back to d3. We have queen now to d5 by the Grandmaster, and Miaoyi plays queen to g5. It'd be nice to know if she was under some sort of time pressure or something like that. I don't know why she made this move. This was clearly a mistake. She should have played king to b1, and saved the a2 pawn here. So not sure what the idea was there, or have no idea why she made this move, but I would call it a blunder, not a mistake. Let's take a quick look at what Miaoyi should have done in the position. So Miaoyi could have played king to b1 here, and then knight back to c6 would be best for black, and then white should go ahead and try to undermine the king's position with something like pawn to h5. We would have the knights trade on d4 there, and yeah, this would have been a better way to continue the game than having the queen infiltrate the position there around Miaoyi's castle, quite obviously. Just one slip, and it totally changes the outcome of the game. Anyway, let's go back to what actually happened on the chessboard. We have queen captures a2, best possible move for the Grandmaster. Miaoyi moves her knight to c3, attacking the queen. Although it does suggest going ahead and playing pawn to h5 here would be a better way to go, just getting ready to undermine the position of black's king since white's is now in trouble. But we will go ahead and continue with what happened on the chessboard. The Grandmaster now plays queen to a1. We have king d2 by Miaoyi, knight to b3, which is being called a brilliant move by the Grandmaster. C captures b3, queen captures b2 with check. Bishop now to c2 by Miaoyi, and now rook a to d8 by the Grandmaster. Saying go ahead and attacking the queen would have been a better way to play for the Grandmaster, but we'll continue with what actually happened on the chessboard. Miaoyi plays knight back to e2. This is the best possible move, a great move in the position, but we have bishop captures on d4 by the Grandmaster. And Miaoyi actually captures back here, and this is being called a blunder. She should have instead moved her king to e1, and we'll go ahead and take a look at that variation now. So instead, Miaoyi should have played king to e1 here. We would have bishop to c3 by black. Knight captures bishop on c3. Queen captures knight on c3 with check. Rook now to d2, defended by the queen and the king here. And now queen captures on f3 would be best for black. Rook now to g1 would be best for white to play. And then queen over to c3 would be the best possible move for black. And this would have been a better way for Miaoyi to play. She'd be down a pawn, but theoretically, this would be a defensible position, although for a human, it would probably be pretty difficult with her king in the middle of the board and the fact that all of her pawns are isolated. She's got 3 isolated pawns. She is up a bishop, though, so there is that advantage. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue with what actually happened on the chessboard. So Miaoyi blunders, plays knight captures on d4. We have rook captures d4, of course, by the Grandmaster. Now we have king back to e1 by Miaoyi. The Grandmaster doubles his rooks with rook f to d8. And now Miaoyi plays rook to c1. The Grandmaster now puts Miaoyi in check with queen c3. We have king f1 by Miaoyi, and now queen captures on f3 by the Grandmaster. Miaoyi lifts her rook to h2, and now we have rook to d2 by black. Queen captures on e7 by Miaoyi, and now rook to d6 by the Grandmaster. This is being called a mistake, saying instead queen to c6 would be best, preventing any kind of nasty little checks by Miaoyi. But we'll continue with what actually happened on the chessboard. Miaoyi does play queen to e8 check. We have king to g7, which is forced. Queen now to e5 by Miaoyi, best possible move, but unfortunately just rook to f6 by the Grandmaster, and there will be no more checking moves here. This is the best possible move for black. Miaoyi now plays queen to e1, which is being called a blunder. She should have instead played king to e1, and we'll go ahead and take a look at that variation now. So Miaoyi should have played king to e1. We'd have rook captures on f2 by the Grandmaster. Rook to d1 would be best for white. Best for black would be rook captures on h2. We'd have queen captures on h2. And this would have been a better position for Miaoyi, although she's still losing in the position after something like rook to e6 check. What are you going to do? You can't play king to d2 because queen e3 will just be checkmate. So really best you can do is like, queen to e5 or bishop e4. So you're just going to have to give up your material. And so this ends up being totally losing as well. So let's go ahead and go back to what actually happened on the chessboard. So Miaoyi plays queen to e1. Grandmaster plays queen to f4, attacking the rook. We have king to g1, best possible move for Miaoyi. Rook now to e6 by the Grandmaster, and Miaoyi plays queen to f1. Rook now to c6 by the Grandmaster, and Miaoyi plays bishop to f5. We have queen captures f5 by the Grandmaster, and Miaoyi captures the rook on c6. We have pawn captures on c6 by the Grandmaster, and now Miaoyi plays queen to a1 check, king to g8 by black, and now queen to c3 by the Grandmaster. Queen now to g4, and it is here on move 35 that Miaoyi does resign the game, as there is not much that can be done. Best is probably playing queen to g3, but then rook to d1, and just things aren't looking good. Miaoyi's down several pawns. She's down 3 pawns in the position. The best move for white, just queen to g3, and yeah, we've got this 3-pawn overall advantage. And yeah, these 3 pawns versus the one on the other side, there's really nothing to be done here. Best for black would just be to go ahead and swap queens, and after the queens are swapped, go ahead and swap rooks. And there's really no way to deal with that pawn structure on the other side of the board. As you can see, yeah, there's just going to be another queen born in no time. So it certainly makes sense that Miaoyi did resign this game to the Serbian Grandmaster. Yeah, this Grandmaster does win the game. If you think back to when Miaoyi played her queen up and neglected to defend the a2 pawn, that's really the key move that caused all the problems. She just blundered that a2 pawn, the queen penetrated to position, and she never really recovered from that. Pretty hard to play after that. Anyway, thank you for joining me for that. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, as I will be doing new game reviews every day, as well as some tactics, especially some tactical shorts. I'm also teaching classes via Zoom, so if you want to join individual or group classes, please get back to me. I'll put my email in the description. But yeah, thank you all for joining me. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.